Hey everybody, this is Surex Gaming, and welcome back to the Kombat Codex, the series where I break down 10 or 5 behind the scenes and lore facts about characters in Mortal Kombat. Today's episode is going to be the first episode that features a character not playable in MK1, being Sonya Blade, the General of the Special Forces. Sonya is technically a cameo in MK1 and does briefly appear in the story, however she's not playable, so this makes our first non-MK1 Kombat Codex. So, let's get into it and break down these 10 behind the scenes and lore facts about General Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat. Fact number 1. Sonya Blade debuted in the first Mortal Kombat game, making her the first female character in the series' history, and one of the earliest female fighters in the fighting game genre. Her father was also a military man by the name of Herman Blade, who dies before the series begins. She also has a mother by the name of Erica, and her twin brother Daniel Blade, none of whom ever make any canon appearances in the games so far, and are only mentioned in her backstory for the Midway era. Moving on to fact number 2. Sonya Blade joined the Special Forces before the events of the 10th Mortal Kombat tournament. However, she found herself involved with trouble much more quickly. During a covert mission to infiltrate and dismantle the Black Dragon terrorist organization, Sonya, her partner, and her CEO Jackson Briggs all met an informant named Kano, who would prove to be much more trouble than they realized. Kano would betray the Special Forces, in the process killing Sonya's partner, and in the NRS timeline of events, Kano also captures Jax for Shang Tsung to lure Sonya to the island. Regardless of the timeline, these events would cement the fierce rivalry between Sonya and Kano that would only reach its climax in 2019's Mortal Kombat 11, where Sonya was able to finally, canonically and permanently in that timeline, kill Kano. Moving on to fact number 3. Sonya Blade was originally motion captured by fitness instructor Elizabeth Malecki, who portrayed Sonya in her debut. Whilst it was Malecki who captured all of the original iconic Sonya moves like the leg grab and the onion rings, it wouldn't be until Sonya's return in Mortal Kombat 3 where she was captured by Kerry Ann Hoskins, and that would become the definitive look and moveset for the character. Hoskins brought a certain love and energy to Sonya that maintains to this day, 30 years later, as Kerry Ann is still dressing up as Sonya and is always down to engage with the fans who adore her, participating in charity events, always signing Sonya memorabilia. She's overall a really lovely lady, and if you aren't already, go follow her on Twitter. She's very committed to Sonya Blade, she's very committed to Mortal Kombat, and she is still absolutely stunning in her 50s. She still actually cosplays as, I think I mentioned, yeah, she cosplays as Sonya sometimes, and whenever she does, it looks like it's still 1997. Moving on to fact number 4. Sonya almost didn't make it into the original game, as her original concept and storyline belonged to another character. Curtis Stryker, although not exactly the Stryker we would come to know later, was originally going to represent the Special Forces in the original game, but this concept was split into 2 characters. The original Stryker concept would actually become Jax in MK2, and Sonya Blade was added to the first game and given the Stryker storyline so that the game had a female character. Stryker would then debut in MK3 with his own entirely unique concept and story, if you could call it that for Stryker. Moving on to fact number 5. Sonya Blade is very beloved by the community. However, she also holds a special place in the heart of co-creator Ed Boon. Sonya Blade is named after one of Boon's sisters, similar to Tanya, and Boon also revealed during an interview in the 90s that Sonya was one of his favourite characters in the series, and that he personally considered her to be one of the strongest, going toe-to-toe with gods and crazy people like Shao Kahn, despite her having no actual powers, just badass karate. Moving on to fact number 6. Sonya almost made it into one of the spin-off games, the unfortunately released Special Forces game starring Jax, and she would have played a key role alongside Jax. Sonya was intended to be a playable character, and some early prototype videos show that she would have had a very similar costume in the game to her original debut. However, due to the consistent dramas surrounding Midway during this period, and the game coming up on its deadline too quickly, Sonya was unfortunately cut entirely from the game. Moving on to fact number 7. Sonya Blade being the first lady of Mortal Kombat has led to many people taking on the role, whether it be in the games, or the movies, or other mediums. We've already spoken about Kerry Ann Hoskins' iconic take on Sonya Blade, but the General would undergo many renditions during her time with the series. Pro wrestler Ronda Rousey stepped into the ring in Mortal Kombat 11 to take up the role of Sonya Blade, Rousey revealing that this had been a wish of hers for some time and that she revered Sonya as a character. Her performance? Well, I'm just here to talk the facts, so we won't discuss her performance.
2 words, bitch. Nuclear weapons.
Fact number 8. Sonya Blade is also the mother to Cassie Cage. However, she is often shown to be almost cold and distant to Cassie. Not out of dislike for her daughter, but this is just the way she plans to raise Cassie to be as powerful as herself. After Sonya dies in Mortal Kombat 11, her past self gets a chance to interact with her future daughter, and despite the strange circumstances, the two do form somewhat of a bond that Cassie was unable to form with her older mother. Young Sonya even reveals that had she failed her Special Forces training, she would have become a marine biologist instead. If this were the case, Sonya Blade would never become a hero, and Cassie Cage would never be born, and Shinnok would never be stopped, and Earthrealm would be destroyed. Moving on to fact number 9. Mortal Kombat 1 resets the timeline and explores alternate histories for several characters. While Sonya Blade is not playable in this game and only a cameo, she does make a brief appearance in the end of the story, coming across from Shang Tsung's dark timeline to aid the Order of Darkness. This Sonya, however, is a little different. She's finally caught up to Kano in this timeline and taken his laser eye for herself. This is the only time we see New Era Sonya Blade at all, and the only time we see her use Kano's eye laser. Moving on to our final fact of the day, Sonya Blade has appeared in almost all of the MK multimedia content. She first appeared as a main character in the classic comics, and she was played by Bridget Wilson in the original 1995 movie. Wilson even did her own stunts and would return to voice Sonya for a special skin in Mortal Kombat 11. Sonya would be one of many characters recast in 1997's Annihilation, this time played by Sandra Hess. Sonya would next appear in the Defenders of the Realm animated show voiced by Olivia d'Abo. Sonya wouldn't resurface until the web series MK Legacy, where she was played by Jerry Ryan for the first season and just didn't appear in the second season. The next time we would see Sonya was the Legends animated movies, where she is voiced by Jennifer Carpenter. Finally, Sonya was a central character in the 2021 Mortal Kombat live-action reboot, and will be in its sequel currently filming, played very excellently in both films by Australian actress Jessica McNamee. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below letting me know your favourite Sonya Blade fun facts. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, peace out.